It's Week 18.
Punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
On one, ready?
Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That's the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 34 yards there and a first down. Another toe for ETN. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Brenton Strange, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, There's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you sort of notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. To the air again, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Once again, they run with Mixon. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
2nd and 5. Now Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon from 17 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Oh, he's got a little dip. There he goes, left side. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Rip, 23. Hey, kill. Here we go.
Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
On one, right? 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here we go.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I mean, the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Back to Mixon on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
11, mighty. 12, 12, 12.
First down. Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
11, 11 Thomas. 180.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. He had the touchdown last drive, now up over 1,300 yards on the season, and still plenty of time in this game for him to keep those numbers climbing.
And I like the fact that it's a number that you're not worried about protecting. Because if you're trying to get around, if you're trying to get over 1,000 yards, you get a little nervous, right? At this point of the season, you have a few losses, now you're back below 1,000. Here, you're just trying to climb a big-time total even higher.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 6 now.
11, 11, 11.
And Burrow going to throw again. He will find his man Chase complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
On 1, ready?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Quick slant. He's got Joe Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So we hit the halftime break. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, Jupiter, take right open. Big 13 heavy. Silver.
Now Lawrence. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 164 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Take right open.
Here's Lawrence. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So from the 37, here's second and a couple. Lawrence will throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. 2nd and 6 from the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Here we go.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here we go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
12.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Jaguar pressure on a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They go play action with Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Decent 24.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
11.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Burrow looking to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. Ready?
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. But that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
11 MT, 11 mighty, 12. 11.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
On 1, ready?
And the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Bengals 17.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Again, it's Penny. And not much running room. Down to the 32. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll run for it with Penny. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to